Okay, so once again, musta na kayo? How are you? I know naman we've done so far so good with logs. Now, let's continue with the senior high curriculum. So, to continue on with the senior high curriculum, the next thing that we're gonna do is simple interest. Di ba, remember sabi ko sa iyo, ang simple interest, it involves, ano yun? The principal, the rate, and the time. And then you will get the interest. So, di ba, remember, tandaan mo yung formula sa simple interest. Ang formula ng simple interest ay PRT. Di ba? PRT stands for the interest, di ba? To get the interest. Pero, to get the amount, because, di ba, remember, sometimes you might be asked to solve for the amount. Pero, to get the amount, it's always P plus I. Kung sa tingin mo, ang T, P times R times T ay yung interest, P plus I naman ay yung amount or future value. Diba? So now, let's go to each. Okay? For instance, sabi dito sa number 1, I stated here that, wait lang po ah. Okay, number 1, I stated here's the problem. Your principal is 5,000 pesos. Your rate is 10% per annum. And your time is 7 years. How do you solve for the interest? Ganon kasimple. Remember the formula as follows? P times R times T equals I. Diba? So you just multiply the principal, the rate, and the time. So that is 5,000, which is your principal. Ang rate mo ay 10% pero naging 0.1 because ano yun? Because diba remember ganito yun. Diba remember ang ginawa ko dito ay ganito. We have 10 divided by 1. And 10 divided by 1 or 0.1 divided by 100. So that's why you're supposed to get, ano yun? What's the answer? You're supposed to get, ano yun? Tama ba? That's supposed to be 10%. Kasi nga diba remember 10% is, tama. Kasi nga diba remember 10% is 10 over 100. Kaya pala you got 0.1. And then your time is 7 years. Now, to solve for the interest, you just multiply everything all together. So, ganito kasi yun. So, to solve for the answer, it's going to be P times R times T. So, we have the principal. What is the principal? The principal is this one. So, we type product to give you the number. So, type this one. Product of the 3. 5,000. Or you can just get the entire table together para patuloy na. Get everything. Diba? Wait lang So, the product is this. B5, then colon, D5. Okay? D5. Diba? If in case na matamat na kayo sa pagsa-school, pwede kayo gamitin na itong formula na to na colon. And that is shifting the table. So, 5,000 times 0.01, 0.1 times 7. Diba? Remember, dapat, ang time unit mo ay dapat the same. Sometimes, you can just do P times R times T, pero there are some conversions. I will tell you why. Pero for this one, since your time unit is the same, di ba sabi ko per annum and 7 years. So they are the same. They are alike. So therefore, you can do the direct to the point formula and press enter to get your answer. So what is your answer? Your answer is ganito. Ay, sayang mo lang yung answer. I'll put it na. Ayan. At ito na yung answer mo. Ang sagot mo ay 3,500. Just like what it stated in my solution sheet. Tama ba? Ang sabi doon sa solution sheet ko, you're supposed to get the interest rate, the interest amount of 3,500, which you see right here. Tama? Where is it na ba? Yan. Now, to solve for the amount, madali lang yan. It's always, wait lang So, to solve for the amount, it's always P plus I. Wait lang, I'll fix the color muna. So, dapat supposed to be black. So, the amount is always P, which is the principal, of 5,000 pesos, plus the interest that you got. And the answer that you get is 8,500. So, therefore, these are your final answers. Your final answer is 8,500 for the amount. And then your rate, your interest is supposed to be 3,500 pesos. Yan. Next, number 12. we have 14,000 pesos, and then our time is 0.8%. 0.8%, 0.8, that is 8% per month. If you look at the table, ganito kasi yun. 8%, you have 14,000 pesos, 8% per month, pero your time unit is 8 years. Hala! Di ba remember sabi ko sa'yo, you can always use the direct formula of P times R times T equals I. Pero not all the time, because sometimes your time units may be different. And if your time units are different, you need to convert that. So therefore, your time unit should be the same as your interest rate. Like for instance, if you remember sa number 1, since it's per annum, which is per year, your time unit should be in years. But since it's 7 years, okay na yan. You can now solve. Pero dito naman, may problema na tayo. Our interest rate is per month. And that's not what we want. Kasi nga, diba, remember, our time is years. Pero we want per month. So there's a problem. Now we have to convert. So ganito kasi yung formula. So we have 8% per month. And then, diba, remember, ang ginawa ko, it's 8 years. So what did I do? You might be asking me, sir, bakit may 96 doon sa baba? Yun pala, kinonvert ko talaga yung sagot. I converted the 8 years into 96 months. Kasi nga ganito yun. Di ba remember, ito yung ginawa ko. So I have 96 because of this formula. So ang ginawa ko dito ay 8 times 12. Remember, there are 12 months in 1 year. And doing that, so you're supposed to get 96 would equal, I forgot pala. Sorry guys. So yan, you're supposed to get 96. Now, we just applied that same direct to the point formula as follows. So now you have 14,000 pesos times 0.08 times 96. And therefore, you're supposed to get this interest amount or interest rate, okay? So ano yung interest rate dito? Interest amount. So therefore, now we can already apply the direct to the point method because our time units are the same. So now what we can simply do is to just apply the product property. Product of the three numbers. 14,000 times 8% times 96. And the answer that you should get is 107,520. Am I right? Yes. So ganito yung ginawa ko. Yung ginawa ko dati. So the time unit was different. So ang ginawa ko, i-convert ko. 8% is worth 1 month. But 8 years, they are time units. Pero hindi siya related dahil nakaiba ang time unit. So 1 year is 12 months. But 8 years, we multiply so that we can get the ratio. And that's equivalent to 96. So therefore, it's going to be 14,000 times 0.08 times 96. So you get the answer of 107,520 pesos. And to solve for the amount, just like I said, mas madali lang yan, i-add mo yung dalawa. Wait a sec, tama ba? This one, i-add mo silang dalawa. 14,000 plus this one. And you're supposed to get 121,520 pesos. At yun na talaga ang final answer mo. So that is your answer. Your answer should be this one. Okay? Next, so your interest amount should be 107,520 while your final amount should be 121,520 pesos. Next, for number 13, ganito yung problema ko. My problem here, number 13, is this. We have 5% per annum, 9 years, and 450 pesos at the interest. Ah! Wait! This is still easy. You know why? Look! Your time units are the same. Pero here's the catch. Nakulang tayo ang principal. Pero good news, the interest amount is found. So how do you solve for the principal? Madali lang yan. To solve for the principal, ang gagawin mo lamang ay, remember the formula as follows? P times R times T equals I. Di ba remember that's the formula that you're going to do? So ito yung formula. Let me type once again. P times R times T equals I. Di ba? Ang I namin ay 450. Di ba? Ang rate namin ay 0.05. Ang time namin ay 9. So now we can just multiply both of them. And you're supposed to get 0.45. Di ba? So this is supposed to be your answer. It's equivalent to 450. Then 450 divided by 0.45. So now let's go here. So di ba remember dito sa number 13, we have this answer. So ang sagot namin dito ay Teka lang ha, I think I made it white, so I have to change it to black first. So our answer should be ano yun? Diba, remember the interest is 450. 450 divided by whatever you multiplied. What did we multiply? 0.05 times 9. Or which we call 0.45. What did we get? We got 1,000 pesos. Now to solve for the future amount, you're supposed to get 1,450. So let's type it, because 1,000 plus 450 equals 1,450 pesos. Madali lang yan. At least naman now, we were able to find the answer. Okay? So as you can see, ito na dapat yung sagot. Okay? Where is the solution sheet? Wait please. So yan, ito yung tamang sagot. Next, for number 4, we have this item. Going back here. Our principal is, sorry, not this one. Please wait a while. Okay. Now, our principal is found again. Our time is found. Our amount is given. Uh-oh. Here's a problem. We don't have the interest rate and the interest as well. So what do we do? Applying your skit from what you've learned. Can we solve for the rate now? Wala tayong interest, diba? But we have the amount. So therefore, we're gonna have to solve for the interest. The interest amount in order for us to solve for the interest rate. And do I remember how do you get the interest amount if you get the future amount and then you have the principal? It's P plus I equals A. So A minus P. So ganito kasi yun. Di ba remember ang future amount namin ay 23,200 pesos. So therefore, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna convert it back to black. At dapat we're supposed to get 3,200 pesos. Bakit? Kasi ito yung formula. 3,000, this one, 23,200 pesos minus 20,000. At dapat yun yung sagot. 33,200 pesos. Now, to solve for the interest rate, you know already what to do. Applying the skip, we have P times R times T equals I. Diba P, which is 20,000, times the rate, which we don't know, times the time of 10, that's 10 years. And then we have 3,200 pesos. So, ang ginawa namin ay 20,000 times 10, and that's supposed to be 200,000. Now, 3,200, ganito kasi yung ginawa ko sa solution sheet. You want to see? So, ito kasi yun. Diba, remember this what I did, diba? And we are supposed to get 3,200 pesos. And then, 20,000 times 3 times 10 is equivalent to 3,200 pesos. Now, we just multiply the numbers. And we get 200,000 pesos times the rate. Then, whatever answer you get, you have to divide it by the answer, which is 3,200. And 3,200 divided by 200,000. And when we do that, I cross out 2 zeros, and we get 32 over 2,000. Simplifying the number, divide by 2, that's supposed to be 22, and then we're supposed to get, 125. So, let's do this. So, diba remember, ito yung ginawa ko. So, revealing it in black, we're supposed to get 0.016 or 1.6% per annum. That is the interest rate. How did I do that? Ganito kasi yun. Diba remember, it's 3,200 divided by the product of 2,000, 20,000 times 10. And we're supposed to get this. If I were to do this step by step, ganito kasi yun. Kung ginawa ko step by step, it would be like this. 10 times 20,000 pesos to give you this. And then here, ang ginawa ko, 3,200 divided by this one, 20,000. We're supposed to get this. Tama. Either way, you still get the same answer. Next, number 5. Here's the problem that I have today. For number 5, my problem is this. We have no principal given. Our interest rate is 2.5% per month. Our time is unknown.